When you thought that it's going to be one of those strong sessions, the markets flattered to deceive. So while we started off well in the green, chasing the global momentum, and for a second consecutive day on the trot, the start of the market was indeed positive. In fact, at one point in time, we were well above the 15,800 print. Actually, that's how we traded for the better part of today's trading session, above that mark. And then towards the latter part of today's trading session, just in the last lap, you did see profit taking as well set in. 15,757 is how we shut shop for the day. Similar was the case for the broader end of the market as well. A very strong start, and then finally closed in favor of the declines, with about 88 F&O names standing to the declines for themselves. The pockets which actually held out in trade and did support the momentum were definitely the auto pack. Held out by Maruti, which was at one point in time trading in excess of a 5% gain, finally settled just about at that 5% gain mark for the futures on Maruti. You also had good traction come in for Tata Motors, Ayesha Motors, and most of the auto majors were actually holding up smartly in today's trading session. Some of the other blue chip winners were the likes of UPL, Shree Cement held out very smartly, SBI Life saw price traction of about 2.5%. And then, of course, there was Tata Consumer, which held out by 2%. There was L&T, which looked good by about 2%. Divi's Labs made a strong move of about 1.5%. Ultratech Cement, Adani Ports, for a third consecutive day, you have the Adani Group's names actually rebounding. Along with that, Bajaj Finance, TCS, IOC, ONGC, and Infosys for some of the other winners in trade. From amongst the broader markets, there was Piramal Enterprises. For many consecutive days, it's now been seeing traction, and today was no different. Another 5.5% uptick coming in for Piramal Enterprises. GMR Infra as well, the stock held out by about 5.5%. ICICI Pru was the other blue chip performer in today's trade. But on the flip side, there was weakness coming in from DLF, from a BHCL, from financials like a Bajaj Finance. There was Asian Paints, Nestle from amongst the consumption theme, which have been running hard off late after a few bouts of strength coming in after price hikes undertaken by Asian Paints. And for FMCG, when you did see a big crackdown on commodities, and especially in the agri-commodities universe. Unilever as well was a laggard today. There was Kotak Bank, Bharti, Sun Pharma, SBI, which were all laggards. From amongst the broader markets, there was Naukri, there was Berger Paints, there was Balkrishna Industries. These were a couple of stock laggards in trade. The texture of the market really has changed off late, because this is, for the last fortnight, not a market wherein you buy the dips or buy the crashes. This is actually turning out to be a market wherein you stay away from the momentum buzzers, but buying on dips is a strategy which is actually worked in the market. So that's the texture of the market. We've been falling prey to the global market movement on a daily basis. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see how global markets pan out tomorrow morning.